lesson number 6, which is page 771. Okay, so please open up your books on lesson number 6 of chapter 12. Now, we are going to work on relate shapes and solids. First, you need to trace one face of a cube, but remember, what is a face? It's the flat surface of a three-dimensional shape. So, this is one of the faces, this is one of the faces of a cube, okay? So you need to draw one of the faces of a cube. Now, so one of the faces of a cube is a square, right? Now, trace the other faces of a cube. Remember that faces have cubes have 6 faces, right? So you're going to draw 6 squares. So these 6 faces make a cube. I'm gonna draw for you guys a cube, okay? Okay, these 6 squares make one cube. Turn your page. Now, as you can see, the faces of three-dimensional shapes are two-dimensional shapes. Look, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 squares make one cube. Now, let's do number 1. Circle the faces that make this shape. First of all, this is a rectangular prism. What is the shapes that make the rectangular prism? A square and a rectangle. So you need to circle the first 2 shapes. Number 2, how about a cylinder? A cylinder is made by a rectangle and a circle. Pyramid is made by 4 triangles and a square. Remember that the square is the flat surface in the bottom of the pyramid. Next page. Circle the faces that make the shape. Now, what is the shape that makes a cube? Remember, it's a square. How about a pyramid? A pyramid, we use triangle and also a square. Now, circle the shape made by the faces. Remember that a rectangular prism is made by 2 squares and 4 rectangles. So you need to circle the first one. Okay? Now, number 7. 6 squares make a cube. So circle the first one. Number 8. Which of these shapes does not have a square as one of its faces? Of course, the cylinder, because the cylinder has as a flat surface a circle, not a square. Turn your pages, please. Now, let's do number 9 together. I have 6 equal faces. I have 8 vertices. What shape am I? It's a cube. Number 10. I have no faces and no vertices. What shape am I? I am a sphere. Number 11. Allison wants to trace a circle. Which objects could she use? She could use the second one and the last one. Why? Because they have a circle as a face. Describe the faces that make a pyramid. You will write the answer of pyramid in your book. A pyramid is made of 3 or 4 triangular faces and 1 square or triangular face as a base. Okay, so copy the answer for pyramid in your books. Okay, remember that face is the flat surface of a three-dimensional shape. As you can see, the faces of three-dimensional shapes are two-dimensional shape. A rectangular prism is made by 1, 2, 3, 4 rectangles and 2 squares. Number 1, circle the faces that make the shape. Number 1 is a rectangular prism, so you're going to circle the rectangle and the square. Number 2, it's a cube, and cube is only made by squares. Number 3, it's a pyramid, and a pyramid is made by triangle and square. Next page. Circle the shape made by the faces. Which shape has 4 triangles and 1 square? It's a pyramid, so circle the pyramid. Number 5, which shape has 4 rectangles and 2 squares? Is a rectangular prism. Number 6, if you put these shapes together, what three-dimensional shape could you make? With 6 squares, you can make a cube. Number 7, identify the shape that does not belong. It's the third one. Why? Because the other ones are three-dimensional shape, and the third one is a two-dimensional shape. Okay? So we are finished with lesson number 6. Bye.